So I really enjoyed the first Sonic movie. It was a fun escapade with likable characters, a simple yet effective story, and loving references to the source material, whilst still being able to be enjoyed by people who aren't fans of the series. Sonic 2 isn't exactly that, but on the whole, I still enjoyed it, so let's just dive straight in. The film's story is fine, it's just the pacing and some of the plot elements that really drag it down. Like, did we really need a 10-minute long dance scene in Siberia? Or a 30-minute long wedding subplot? No. Did we get it though? Unfortunately, yes. I mean, if you just take the Siberia dance scene and replace it with something where Sonic and Tails bond more naturally on their way to Siberia, that fixes that issue. Turn the wedding subplot into something more fitting, shorten it, and keep the introduction of Gun, and you're good. And speaking of guardian units of Chuckle Nuts, they feature in this film and their inclusion is pretty natural. It makes sense for a government agency to be established to further investigate extraterrestrial beings such as Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. The finale was pretty great though. Just as the first film's finale mimics the bosses of Sonic 1, the finale of this film mimics the final bosses of Sonic 2, 3, and Knuckles. Robotnik's giant robot is fun and poses a genuine threat, but I do feel they busted their nuts a bit too early with Super Sonic, and after Sonic got the Master Emerald, I knew exactly what would happen. Oh, and they tease a film based on Sonic Adventure 2, with Shadow and Project Shadow as a whole being in the post-credits scene. And if Jim Carrey retires from acting, as it's currently rumored, I don't know how this would work, as you can't really make a film based on that game's story without the man who released Shadow. Again, it's a fine plot, but the issues it has really drags it down. So, how's the characterization in this film? Well, Sonic, Robotnik, Agent Stone, Tom, Maddie, everyone from the first film is pretty much the same, bar Agent Stone just being full-on gay for Robotnik, and Robotnik just being a bit more unhinged here. Tails is honestly awful. He's pretty much an exposition machine, and his friendship with Sonic comes out of nowhere. And I'm surprised they didn't recast him. Like, they used the game voice actor, which is fine, just I really thought they would have recast him with someone a bit more famous, you know, to go along with Ben Schwartz and Idris Elba. It's just kind of strange just having this, I don't want to say nobody, but kind of a nobody. Knuckles is really good in this film. His arc is handled well, and he's overall a fun character. Wasn't all too fond of him becoming kinda dumb in like the last 10 minutes or so, especially at the baseball game, but it was great. Probably my favorite character in the entire film here, to be honest. Some great characterization here, besides Tails, of course. So it's time for that part of the video where I just gotta talk about some things that just don't fit anywhere else. Like, there's a surprising amount of licensed music to go along with all those fucking pop culture references, and I don't like them. Like, Uptown Funk is here for some reason. Like, why is a 7-year-old song in the movie about the funny blue hedgehog? And the scene it's in, too, just straight up a copy of that one Alpha and the Chipmunks 4 scene. They also used that same song in that scene, funnily enough. But, you know, I did like the music that was used for about 30 seconds when Sonic speeds through Green Hills at the start, and later again for the credits, the first set of credits at least. It was pretty enjoyable, although I do think the Eggmobile's design here was absolute dog shit. I get that it's trying to replicate the look from the classic games, but the design from the first film was absolutely superior. Also, there were some references to the games I thought were fun, like Agent Stone's coffee shop being called Mean Bean, or Knuckles being able to actually catch up with Sonic because he has speed in the games. They don't interfere with the plot all too much, and they were just fun. Okay, so this is a good film, but it is held down by its pandering to Sonic fans, which is a bizarre choice. You think they would try to keep it enjoyable to all audiences like the first, rather than pander to Sonic fans. But what do I know, the money it's making is substantial, as it's already more than tripled its budget. But again, that could just be because people thought the trailers looked good, and The first film was competent, so of course people are gonna go see the second. That's nothing to say about the film's quality. Anyways, I'm giving this a 7 out of 10. As a film, Sonic 1 was definitely better, but as a Sonic fan, I think the second film is going to be more enjoyable to people. I'm just going to head out now.